How's it going, YouTube? Comics Gun today with another video. And today, guys, what they're bringing to you is my 10,000 subscriber announcement. I just can't even believe that we're here right now, and it's so surreal. I just love and appreciate each and every one of you. I know that I say that a lot, but it's so true, and it's just something that I just... You know, I wake up every day and I look at my YouTube and I look at the comment section, I go to my Discord, and I'm just so thankful that I have such a wonderful community. Even in a time like this where we don't have much IRL play, it's still something where you can get into the community, you can really enjoy your time and play online, and that way when we do get the game back IRL, you're going to have that much more fun. And that's something even with the IRL event coming up in April 2nd and 3rd in the PPG in Kentucky, if you're going to be there, I'm also going to be there. So feel free to walk up, get yourself an autograph, come say hello, and just kind of vibe out, because this is something where I really do want to meet as many as my viewers as possible, and it's something that I haven't really been able to do yet. So I'm very excited to get that opportunity. I will be vlogging that entire event. I will be using my brand new striker list that we will be discussing today in this video. It's going to be one like you've never seen. There's going to be a lot of different engines that you have seen used in striker before, but we're just going to be meshing quite a bit together, and I just really love the list that I've made. It's something that I put a lot of time and theory into, and we're going to be theorying about it in the video as well. So I hope they're prepared for that, because the list is insane, and we're going to be talking about why that is. So also today we're going to be talking about all the cool things that are about to be coming with 10,000 subscribers. So I hope that you're ready. I hope that you're excited. Let's hop right into it. So when we hit 10,000 subscribers, there's something that did happen that was very special. We got our very first sponsor for the channel. This is really exciting. This is one that I personally really love because I love their products. I've used their Mystic Era playmat for a very long time, and it's something that has a very good quality to it, and I really love the company. And that would be none other than Imperium Duelist. This is huge, and this is something that I'm very excited to be moving forward with. So I do hope that you're all just as excited as I am. And if you are on their site, definitely feel free to go ahead and use the code GGYGO10. That's such a really good opportunity. And I just want to say thank you to Imperium Duelist for including me in your company. And moving forward, I'm very excited to be repping out the name too. So thank you so much. This is just such a really cool opportunity. And I'm just, you know, after everything already hitting 10,000, then getting this as well, it just feels so surreal. So, you know, it's a great time to be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And really enjoying the game. So thank you everyone again that's been a part of the ride so far, and everyone who's going to be joining now. So after that too, there's going to be a 12-hour stream. This is going to be on Sunday the 13th at noon EST. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Early on in the stream, we're going to be doing some remote duels for Eternal format, and that's because moving forward in the stream, we're going to be doing an Eternal format tourney that's going to be on Dueling Book. And so this is very similar back when I was at 5K and we just had a regular format tourney. This one's going to be Eternal format, and so that's meaning that it's going to be like the triangle, again, of Orchest, Thunder, and Striker, and yes, Engage is at 3. So this is going to be my favorite format of all time in a Dueling Book tourney, so I hope that you're prepared for that. This is, again, going to be on the 13th, so it gives you plenty of time to prepare. It's going to be about like 10-ish days, so definitely feel free to start looking up some lists. If you have some questions, go in my Discord, start asking them, because we'll be able to answer them as much as possible for you. And then again, early on in the stream for the 12-hour, we're going to be doing some remote duel practice of Eternal format to get us back in the mindset, because it is Mastered Rule 4, so there's a lot that you have to keep in mind, and the ban list was vastly different. So I'm really excited for this because it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, what is the tourney going to entail? It's going to be a 256 player cap, cutting to the top 32, and then payout to the top 8. So we're going to figure out how many people will sign up, and then we'll make an announcement based on the pool, and then we'll cut it up to the top 8 that way. So I hope that you're ready for that too. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, my last tournament was 128 cap, and this one's going to be 256, and that was all run by just me and my mod team. So I'm excited to see how much further we can go this time. So on the rest of the information here though, it's going to be October 2019 as the ban list. So that's what we had Widow Anchor to 1. So definitely keep that in the back of your mind when you're looking at the list and what you're trying to figure out you're going to play. It's going to be a $5 entry with full payout. So we're not keeping a dime. This is not going to be region locked either. The last one was locked to the US. This one, anyone can play. It's fair game. So it was just really hard the last time because we had a lot of like physical prizes, and shipping just would be really rough. So this time we decided to just do PayPal, and it's gonna be a $5 entry. So I really do hope that everyone comes out and plays. I think it's gonna be a ton of fun, especially for those of you who didn't get to play in Eternal format. It's my favorite format of all time. So I really do hope that you enjoy this. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So also, to enter, feel free to just PM me on Discord. I'll send you my PayPal, and then we'll get you signed up. Again, it's just $5 for entry, and then we're going to be cutting to the top 8 and doing the full payout. The next thing, too, is that this tournament will start promptly at 6 p.m. EST. I'm trying to start on time to make sure that the rounds go as quick as possible. Also, all the tables and pairings will be in my Discord. You can find the link to my Discord down in the description below. So I really do hope that you all enjoy this tourney. I hope that you all come out for this tourney, and I can't wait to see just how it goes and what deck will be the winner. Because, you know, between Orcust, Striker, and Thunder, I love Striker and 3 Engage. So we'll see who comes out on top. So the next thing, though, that I want to bring up is, of course, going to be the giveaway. So the giveaway this time around, I had to do a lot of thinking on what I wanted to give away this time because I wanted it to be special. We have 10,000 people here now. This is something where I really wanted to drive it home as to what I do on YouTube and really make sure that I give away something that fits alongside with that. So if you want to enter this giveaway, subscribe to my YouTube, follow my Twitter, GG__YGO. I'm still trying to get just GGYGO, but, you know, we'll hope for that soon. But that link is also down in the description below. Please go ahead and subscribe, follow my Twitter, and then I will be announcing the winner during the 12-hour stream. So this is something where you just have to comment on my YouTube, follow my Twitter, and then I'm going to be randomly picking a comment on my YouTube during the stream, and then I will post it to the community tab, and then we'll be able to send out the prize that way. But what is the prize? So you guys all know that I really do enjoy teaching. It's something that I just love doing. It's super fun, and it's something that I just feel really rewarded trying to help people as much as I can in this game. But when I try to teach people, you know, sometimes I get across a situation where people are saying, you know, like, hey, unfortunately, I just can't get all the cards that I need to be competitive right now. So I'm playing something that's like maybe tier 2 or maybe not like the best thing in the meta. So I took it upon myself to go out and get an IDS core, an Invoke Shaddoll Dogmatica core, and I'm giving this whole thing away. So the Alistairs and the Invocations are also Italian. So I hope that you enjoy this. This is going to be a really fun giveaway for me. I just really hope that someone gets this and they finally get to take off in the game and really enjoy it for what it is, and really start becoming part of the metagame. So again, I appreciate each and every one of you so much, and this is just a really cool thing that I wanted to be able to give back for you guys. So thank you all so very much for that. Like, honestly, I don't even know what I would do without my YouTube right now, because it's something where having my own community is something that I've wanted for the longest of times, and it's so special to me that I actually have that now, and it's so cool, you know. It's so cool. I love you guys so much. Thank you. So today, besides all of this, I told you we're going to be going over my brand new Striker list, and I'm very excited about that because Striker is something that has so many variants and so many different ways that you can go about it. I may have just cracked the code into the new format and really being able to produce such a strong Striker list. So I really want to hear your feedback in the comments, and I love the way this is running so far, and I'm really excited to bring it to the next big event. So let's talk about a couple theory related questions real fast. First one, why don't you like DPE? Now, the reason that I haven't liked DPE is going to be two reasons. One, the one that's not pictured, is the garnets that you have to run. And I feel like there isn't enough plus right now, that because you can't even play cards like Desires. You have to play like Prosperity, and I'm never playing Prosperity in Striker. I hate that. I really don't want to do that. But the thing that I really don't like about DPE and Striker is you're usually using Ray and Rose to go into Verte just to make your DPE, which is really bad, because if it gets impermed, then you're at a really bad situation where it's already hard enough to see your starters, and if you're blowing both of them to go Verte, it just becomes like a really tough game to even see a starter, because then two of them are gone. It's just something that I don't really love. So I did re-add DPE to my list this time around, and I am going first, but there's a whole lot of difference to the deck that you're about to see. So the first thing I want to bring up with cards that are new to the deck: Magician Souls and Temple. So what's cool about this, why DPE is better here. So I'm going to show you guys the basic bread and butter combo in this deck and things that are really, really good, and really kind of like the downsides, the upsides, and things that we're working on, and different theory that I've had with the deck so far. Having the free body of souls and then the temple to get to the token to get to a Link Spider is really strong, especially when souls can send the Draco back and the Faithful and get a free draw too. And on the follow-up, you get your Celestial draw too. So it's really crazy, especially because going the Verite has never been easier with these cards. The next thing, something to keep note of, and it's something that I'm not playing currently, but it's something that I think that is really important to just kind of point out here, is that like the Small World package is really interesting, right? Because you have cards like the Temple, you have cards like Souls, and then you have like your Ray as well. So if you do need to get into like one of your starters, and you have like Ash in your deck as well, right? You can go like Ash into your Temple into a Ray, just because they share the 3. You have Souls in your deck too, which is also just really strong here. If you just didn't have a Ray anyways, and you like were kind of like desperate to get into a starter too, if you're playing like Crow in your list, or any kind of other dark monster too, you can go like Small World from Souls into that dark monster into Ray. So again, I don't use the Small World package, but it's still something that's pretty neat just to bring up, just in case you ever want to dabble with that. But it's just another engine to think about. Now, the Brave package is an immediate 3 spells engrave, which is something that I really enjoy. And the reason being is that you go the Rights to Summon token, then you can go the Draco back that gets sent off of Souls, or if you're just going second, you go Draco back, threaten a card that they control. And then you make Zeke with like a Ray in the token, and then the Draco back goes to the grave. And then Zeke threatens another card on the board. And then you can use Zeke's other effect to send Fateful, and then you threaten 2 cards, and you have 3 spells in the graveyard between Draco, Fateful, and Right. So I think this is really strong because, again, even going second, you have the ability to just immediately net 3 spells in grave, which is pretty crazy. So this is something where I really enjoy it, though. This is why Souls is so good, too. Because Souls can pitch the Draco back from your hand, even if you already have, like, your other card. And then it just equips to the token anyway. So you get, like, the free draws, and you can threaten a card. Usually, you're just activating the Draco back anyways, and then threatening the card first before you use Souls. But in case you are going first, you still get, like, the recursion of it. But usually, Draco back isn't sticking around. Because, like, even in the really awkward situations where you have Souls and token, you can just make a Dark Charmer, which is crazy because like if you're already just like in a weird position, you can like summon Dark Charmer and like get back row or your hand traps, and then if they kill your Dark Charmer, you're just immediately searching Ray anyways. So there's a lot of really cool theory behind like just playing the Souls. Like the Souls build was actually kind of like a funny meme for a while, but like now it's so strong, and it's especially including the Brave engine, which is really crazy. So this is my current list, and we're going to talk about a couple things here. So we're only playing Ash and Imperm, and I feel like if your only reason for playing like a ton of hand traps is like you're afraid of Scythe, I feel like that's just not correct in Striker, especially because they're only Scythe locking you on your turn. So essentially the Shark Cannons and the Widow Anchors become extra hand traps in a sense, because both of them answer Scythe. So as long as you have like some of their interruption for their entire combo, like even opening up a Shark Cannon or a Anchor, like you just win that fight anyways, because the Scythe either gets banished or negated. So I really like that too. The other thing you'll see here is that I'm playing like 1 IOC and I'm playing 2 prep. I was gonna play like 2 IOC, but I just didn't want to brick as much on the engine as possible. So, and I also just wanted spell count, so playing the 2 prep just felt fine. There's a couple things here that I feel like are really important to note, though, especially. And that's one thing, too, where I'm not playing that many hand traps. So you got to really be aware that it's not always about having the hand trap and Striker as much as just, like, maintaining the grind game with your opponent, and especially being able to get the spells engraved and be able to get the full activations out of your spells is one of the most important things that you have in the deck, in my opinion. So I think that it's really cool that you just have access to so many different combos here, because I was looking at the format objectively, right? And I think that Prank Kids, 100%, anyone I feel like would agree to this, is that Prank Kids is the worst matchup for Striker, and it's just something that you just feel like you nearly auto lose when you play against it, because it's really tough. And it's not something that you would just auto lose over, but it's something that is a really tough time to get over. And so this build alone just directly deals with that matchup, especially having like the DPE, having the spell count immediately, so you also are able to just go ahead and anchor away their normal summon, things like that that are just like really important to note here. Also, again, the Souls draw 2, and then on the rebuttal, the Celestial draw 2 is just really strong, and it's a really good way to bait hand traps. So we're actually going to show a couple replays here, so I hope that you're excited about that, of A, what the combo is, and then B, how many hand traps this thing can play through. So let's hop right over to that. And we're back, and I hope that you're excited for this, because this hand is insane, and this is going to be a really good way to show off the combo. This was a game 3, so you already know this hand was going crazy. We're going to start off here adding that IOC, going ahead and adding that Souls now. So after that, we're going to go ahead and add our Ray. This hand was so wild. Go ahead and get that Rite of our Measure, then go ahead and get the Fateful. Summon Souls is going to dump the IOC, adding that Draco back, and then using Fateful effect here to go ahead and add, send to the graveyard, and then banish the Temple to go ahead and add another Rite, just for the follow-up play here. Sending the Fateful and the Draco back, drawing Ray Ash, summoning Link Spider, then going into my Verte, go ahead and add Anchor, and then we'll go ahead here, go Shizuku, after we add back our Engage, setting 2, and then summoning DP. So this is essentially what full combo looks like. Pretty insane, a lot of playback here. Have the Droll, have the Ash, double Anchor in hand, Ray engaged. What more could you ask for? This build just nets you so much advantage. Like, I went through half my deck in turn 1. There is currently 6 spells in graveyard and a draw 2 waiting. Like, it's just so good. This build is just so crazy. So what happens when your opponent has a lot of interruption? Well, let's kind of check it out. So this is going to be me going ahead here and banishing out the Temple, summoning out my token. Then we're going to go ahead and get my Fateful, adding that IOC. And then this is just like essentially full combo here. And then we're going to see what kind of interruption he has for us. Just go ahead here and dump out the IOC. I went ahead and just added another Souls, because you should never reveal that you have 2 of the same card in your hand. So I wouldn't just add afterward, I would just add before. Also because I'm going to try to draw here, so you want to thin out as much as possible. So we're going to go ahead and use this. Just adding and dumping the Temple anyway. He's going to go ahead and Ash my Soul, which is fine. Go ahead and reattach my Draco back. Didn't really need to. But we're going to go into my Verte here, and then summon, go in my Shizuku. He's going to hit me with the Veiler, which is another interruption here. So Ash Veiler, and then go the Area 0, targeting my Anaconda, and then he just goes ahead and Nibiru's here. So that's Ash, Veiler, and Nibiru. So everything's going to go here, but I also have the multi-roll, adding that Shark Cannon here, which is pretty crazy. I'm gonna go ahead here and get to my my Ray, then go into Zeke, go ahead and target his Nibiru and then banish it, and then I go into Kagari and he immediately scoops. So pretty insane. It doesn't really matter too much too. This build just, it plays through so much. It allows you to play through a board and really feel confident that even if you go first or second, you have the ability to play the game, because going second, you have immediate spell count and your spells are also just alive. And then going first, you have the ability to set up things like DP, multiple back row, and hand traps. So I really do like this build a lot right now. It's been overperforming for me. So let's head right back to the build. So I hope you enjoyed that, because I really do love this build. And again, it really does mitigate that Prank Kid issue, because that matchup is really hard, and that way it really makes it a lot easier to play against and gives you a lot more options when you are playing against it. So just give the build a try. Let me know what you think as well. I'm really excited for this one, and I can't wait to keep playing it. So again, after everything was said and done, Comment down below if you want to be a part of the giveaway. This is something where I really can't wait for it, and it's going to be so much fun just to be able to give that build away, and then also be able to see you all again on that 12-hour stream. I'm just so overly glad that we're at this goal now, and I just don't have words for it. So I really do appreciate each and every one of you for just being here, being a part of the team, being a part of the family. And without further ado, at the end of the video here, if you want coaching, definitely go over to my Medify page. It's also down in the description below for that one-on-one session. And I can really just go ahead and look at where you are in the game, go ahead and look at your build that you're playing, and really give you pointers and tips where needed. I also have my Discord, my Twitch, my Twitter down in the description below as well. So definitely go ahead and follow those. And I hope that you all are excited for the future, because there's so much more to come. Thank you all, and I'll catch you all in the next video.